Hello everyone, welcome back to Kay's Crochets. I'm Kay, and today basically we will be making hats. So I've been seeing this girl on TikTok. I'm gonna show you the video right here. But she makes these hats, and really she just crochets them while watching the Princess Diaries or something, and I find it really entertaining. So that is not what we'll be doing today, but I will be making the hats. Let me know down below if that's something you would be interested in, watching a short movie while I crochet. Well, I guess Princess Diaries is not short, it's like an hour and some change, but let me know if that's something you would be interested in looking at, watching. Maybe we can look at doing it for the new year. But yeah, that's basically it. So today we'll be making 2 hats probably. I have a lot of this yarn, but I'm debating on if I want to use all of it to make hats or if I just want to use this one to make a hat, see what it looks like, see how I feel about it, because we're basically making Christmas presents right now. This will be someone's Christmas present, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll make one that's black and gray, this one, and then I also have white somewhere around here. We'll find it. And then on top of that, I've made a couple of these already. One with a pom-pom, so I made the pom-pom. I thought it's so cute, so I made one hat with a pom-pom, and then the other hat is without a pom-pom. Regardless, I think that they're both adorable. So yeah, let's just get into it.
Also got curated audiobooks in addition to the hardcovers. You can choose one of the several app. You can pick between a hardcover or an audiobook each month depending on what you're looking for. And say you don't like the subjects for a given month, you just skip the delivery and not get charged. This month I got one of the originals based on Vlogmas. It's in 19th century Egypt with Vlogmas character. Whose parents just passed away. She's the heir to like all these riches. It's also set in a world that feels like old world magic. But she wants answers on what happened to her parents. And the more that she looks into it, she realizes that there's a bigger game of play that she's supposed to be on now. Tell me that this is something to tell. Also, Divine Bibles were written. This one follows two rival journalists, one of them named Iris. She's writing letters to her brother from the Civil War. But the letters end up in the hands of her rival Roman, and he starts to write back anonymously. And they start to form a connection that I quote will follow Iris all the way to the front lines of battle for her brother, the fate of mankind, in love. Like hello. Send me up. They've also got an app where you can focus on personal reading challenges with rewards, contract reading offers, gaining loyalty programs, rewards, even lower prices than you can membership. I just think it's a great way to find new authors and books that are better quality-wise, even cost-wise. We have new release hardcover fictions, much cheaper than other options. Plus, you get free shipping and it comes with seen the price of hardcover recently? It's a crazy deal. Seriously, come check it out. You can go to bookmonth.com, or you can just go to the description box. Thanks again to Bookmonth for sponsoring, and let's get back into the video. The first one I want to talk about is what I believe is like the earliest example I can think of of somebody getting called jobless consistently. And I think this is because of two things. The first being the actor in the TV show involved were very well known, and also because the actor was very, very consistent and loud about how bad he wanted to return. And of course, I'm talking about none other than Tyler Posey. Tyler Posey says he wants a teen wolf reboot. Tyler Posey thinks it's time for a teen wolf reboot. Tyler Posey is ready for a teen wolf reboot. I don't think I ever have or will see somebody campaign for a reboot the way that man did.
It's Nikki Blonsky from the movie Hairspray. It's Nikki Blonsky.
Day in, day out, 9 to 5, that man was camped out in NTV's mentions. Like, this man could take on those people who are obsessed with Anne with an E, which now that I'm thinking about it, that must have been a trip for the social media intern. Hey, Paul, sorry about you again. Is it Tyler Posey again? Yeah, I don't really know. I'm so sick of this. Okay, but he did technically get the last laugh. Teen Wolf did end up getting a reboot with the Teen Wolf movie that was aired on Paramount Plus, which was not received particularly well. Like, I don't know. These are into Teen Wolf personally, so I can't really speak to whether the movie did the series justice. If you're looking for a fan's perspective though, definitely check out Julia's video. Whenever I think about Tyler Posey though, I was thinking about somebody else from there who somehow has managed to completely escape the job accusations, and that's Paul Wesley from Vampire Diaries. The reason I bring him up specifically is because his ability to turn nothing into something is astonishing to me. His post-run story on Instagram at this point is a full-fledged business.
So devilishly convinced. Phenomenally gets the customer response. Jesus Christ.
I have no idea what this guy's jobs outside of this thing. I've also never been persuaded by anybody to Patreon before. But you're telling me that for $5.99, I can watch Paul Wesley perform a never-ending Q&A, and suddenly that seems like the greatest entertainment investment I could ever make. You think I sound crazy right now? Have you seen the things that leak from that thing?
The children that are wandering around like stray dogs, stray cats, stray kids, yeah, they can help them. Do us Ian, please. What do you think I have them in the gym? How exciting is this, everyone? What Oh yeah. Let's go.
Like, I'm sorry, I need to be there. Anybody watching this with the power to give Paul Wesley a job that would take his time away from this thing, don't you dare. Tom Felton, of course, is somebody I have to bring up. He's most well known for his Puerto Rico and Harry Potter movies. I think he might be under the impression that he's still in them.
Okay.
TikTok is such an interesting creature in that way because before it, I hadn't seen Tom Felton since I watched the movies. But then after in 2020, I suddenly know like everything about this guy. He went really big on there because of hashtag Draco Talk, where he watched people bursting over him. They didn't use all that traction to fuel a TikTok career. Apparently he's also a singer.
I may have pushed it into black. He handles the financials.
Oh no. Anyway, we're back on His main bread and butter content wise on TikTok though is just referencing these Draco, which makes sense because Harry Potter is still a massive property and there's a lot of people who are still in it. Even when he has tried to post about movies, the concept was just full of people bringing them up anyway. So it's not really that surprising that he feels a bit or a lot.
What would Draco do? I ask myself this question at least 10 times a day. Yes, I do.
He has absolute.
All right, everyone. Hat 1 is done. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should make the pom-poms a little bigger. Like, not that this isn't cute. You know, it's still giving pom-pom. But I wonder if maybe I should make them bigger. I don't know. Well, this hat is done. It will be on Rachel probably. If not, I'm just gonna put it with the others that I made. And then we can continue the white one. I already started it before I decided to make this video. So we're gonna finish this really quickly. I'm probably not gonna put a pom-pom on this one, just to give some diversity in the hats. But all in all, I'm having a lot of fun. Really exciting. So let's just continue with that.
Taylor Lautner is such an interesting case to me, because if you had told me 10 years ago that he was nostalgia baiting on the internet, I would have immediately assumed that he was probably I'm the leader, I'm the alphaing it up on TikTok and that Amazon wave. Like, no, this actually has nothing to do with Twilight. You know, the like massive franchise that he was a main character in? No, this actually has to do with his 3-month relationship with Taylor Swift. Their relationship became a bigger topic of conversation when Speak Now TV came out, which of course had Back to December on it, which is known as the song that she wrote about. To further prove that they were on good terms though, he actually showed up in her music video for one of the Vault tracks, I Can See You, and he even showed up on stage at one of her shows for the Eras tour. And you would think that it would end there, especially considering that Taylor's now moved on in 1989. But it didn't, and out of all the places for the next events to unfold in, they happened none other than in the theater room for a screening of the Taylor Swift Eras movie. Because of course it did. Where else would it make more sense for this shit to go down? This man proceeded to show up at a random theater, go to the Taylor Lautner's version of Cardigan for only $333.33 in the spirit of the of course. On the topic of jobless celebrities, there were little rhythm and movement to this boring. And actress that comes to mind is that one girl from her name is Casey Stroh, and she is permanently dancing on East High School, and I love her for it. Like, she's killing it. I don't care what anybody says. I have to admit, the idea of us like active high school just constantly being obsessed with extra stars is kind of amazing. Alright guys, why did you think the parents were wrong? Why? Don't like this. For fuck's sake, again? Woman, get off the lawn. But she got the last laugh, okay? She got on that reboot. I think it would be impossible for me to talk about actors being jobless without mentioning a great X-Star podcast boom of the 2020s. I feel like 3 years ago it was definitely not common to see people write books or start YouTube channels, but nowadays it's immediately a podcast, which makes sense because it's definitely a lot easier and it's more accessible, but it also means that they keep going viral for very interesting reasons. But before we look at the different ones that I've seen a lot of, I want to talk about somebody who's actually played a pretty big role in them, and that's Priscilla Romano, who's also as a renowned Stevens, and as well as Kim Possible. She's not only the partner of the company behind this podcast, but she's also got to herself. I have to admit here, I'm completely immune to any kind of nostalgia in this movie home, because for some reason as a kid, I could not stand Uncle Steven. To this day, I still kept timeline with comments like, why are they still talking about this old ass show? Get over it. At face value, I kind of agreed. I fully assumed that every week they would just sit down and struggle to figure out things to talk about, because honestly, how could you stretch out a podcast without learning to show that half hour? But I She left with an ellipsis. There is just something I love so much about a self-focused romance. It's why people read this kind of stuff. Like, no one wants to read the casual stable love story, but this year, so he just yanks her shirt off without asking. Like, they have.
Hello everyone. The quality of the video has changed because my phone is out of memory. Don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but I decided to just record on my iPad. We'll see if I continue to do this throughout December. Probably not, because honestly I don't like how this looks, but I really wanted to show you guys the end result of the hat. Boop boop. Alrighty, really cute. I'm excited. I really like making these hats. I think I finished this one in 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm really excited. All of these are made with acrylic wool blend. So this yarn I ended up getting from the Goodwill. It's 50% acrylic, 50% wool. The black one is also 50% acrylic, 50% wool, that I got on sale when I went to Joann's. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here again tomorrow, because this is a part of Vlogmas. I don't think I said that at the beginning, but happy Vlogmas, everyone. We will be seeing each other a lot more. I do apologize for being missing in November, but I just really needed to take a break. So I will be back for Vlogmas. I'll do the 1st through the 24th, mainly because my Christmas is on the 24th. That's just when me and my family decide to celebrate. So that is what you guys will be seeing. So the 24th will be the last date I post for 2023, and then I will meet you guys back here on the 1st of January.